Hey folks, Quill18 here with another channel update, I guess, and an apology for the fact that the channels are going to be kind of lightweight or I don't know, light on content for probably the next week still. My wife, who many of you who go to the live streams and things know as Essentia or Essentia Modica, is still in the hospital. She's there now. I've just come back after spending an entire day with her again. I've basically been at the hospital with her every single day. Well, there's no basically. I've been at the hospital with her every single day, and they do have like limited visiting hours from 9 to 9. So eventually they send me home, but by then it's too late to make any content, and I just obviously haven't really been in the mood for it. As of tomorrow, she'll have been there a week. She may not be coming home tomorrow either. It might be another day after that. She's definitely past the roughest parts. Things are definitely dramatically improved. Things were complicated by the fact that it looks like there may have been a couple things going on sort of simultaneously, and further complicated by a pre-existing condition. It was a mess. All we kept hearing from doctors, and we have seen a lot of doctors and a lot of specialists, and we keep hearing that she's a very interesting case, which is never the thing you want to hear from doctors. Yeah, also, today, a neurosurgeon says, "Oh, I've never seen that before." The fuck? Anyway, she is mostly better. She's past all the bad stuff, and she's still being tested for like a bunch of things, and to make sure that nothing horrible happens. We're hoping to bring her home within the next couple of days. She'll still be ill, but shouldn't need any medical care, and she'll be plenty of meds at home, and I think she'll be okay. We're gonna try to keep her off the internet for as long as possible, off of moderating and all those things, because she works really damn hard for my channel and a Kiss for Lux channel and Briarstone's channel, and she'll need to take it easy there. But yeah, so for those of you who watch the programming channel, especially, that's to say youtube.com/Quill18creates, very big apologies there for the content not being there, because we sort of had a regular schedule, and you guys have been short on that. You're not going to lose out on any content. Any sort of programming tutorial videos that should have gone out, they will still go out. They'll just sort of go out in bulk in 1 week or something like that. We'll catch up. You won't have missed anything, but I really do apologize for the delay there. And the people in the gaming channel, actually, I think so far you guys have been mostly okay. But I think all the pre-recorded video content has now more or less run out. So it's probably going to take, even once Essentia is back home and I'm not spending all day at the hospital anymore, it'll probably still take a couple of days to restart on the content. So thank you very much for your patience in all this. Thank you everyone who has been tweeting and emailing and commenting on YouTube with a lot of really kind words and comments. I keep reading them out to Essentia and the Twitch messages she checks, and you guys have been really awesome and really supportive, and thank you very much for that. And hopefully she'll be home again very soon. Again, every single day I've been like, yeah, tomorrow she's gonna come home. And then every single day I get to the hospital in the morning, and she gets the doctor's visit, and it's like, nope, we're gonna keep her another day, and we're gonna drain her body of more blood for tests, and we're gonna give her more CAT scans. I can't. She has had freaking blood tests, blood cultures, all this thing done every single day. They like take all these vials of blood out of like both arms every single day, and she's gotten CAT scans and lumbar punctures, spinal taps, and chest X-rays, and so many things have been tested, and a lot of the tests are being run every single day, and it's just incredible. I posted a picture the other day on Twitter of like her arm, and it's just like all these things from like multiple IVs that she's had over the past week, as they feed her like 2 separate types of antibiotics simultaneously, and it's just wow, what a mess. And it's always frustrating for lots of different reasons. I have to say, like the nursing staff. This goes out to Health Sciences North, the one mega hospital in Sudbury where we live, your nurses are fucking kick-ass. Holy shit, have they been ever awesome and nice. And it's also sort of a teaching hospital kind of thing. And so there's some student nurses that come in from time to time, which might sound bad, but they don't actually have like a bunch of patients. They mostly get assigned to one or two patients. And they can't really do anything. They need, someone there to supervise. So it's like, it turns out that that's not so bad. But what actually ends up happening is you effectively have like one person just babysitting you and being at your beck and call all day because they're, I don't know, unpaid students. I don't know if they're unpaid or not, but I think they might be. And that's actually worked out really nice. The doctors are like overworked and overly busy and all these things. I mean, certainly they've been working hard, but the doctors only ever spend a few minutes with you in your room going over things and checking things and authorizing things. And it's the nurses that deal with you all day long, and they have just been incredible, the nurses. The doctors have been fine too, except for one fucker. And sorry, that's frustration coming through. When we went into emergency, so what happened? Like, she'd been sick for a few days. I said it in my previous email, previous video. You can go and check on that. But she'd been sick for a few days, and she finally went to see. It was like an after-hours clinic, I think, at that point, because her regular doctor's office had been. Might have been closed or whatever. I don't remember anymore. So I think it was an after-hours clinic at her doctor's office. And the doctor that she saw basically took one look at her and said, "Okay, you're going to emergency," and had actually written a letter saying, like, please, check this and do a CT scan and do all these things and whatever. But it wasn't really like a doctor's order kind of thing. It wasn't sort of a standing set of instructions to do. It was mostly a request, because we'd have to go to emergency and just check in there, and there would be the emergency doctor that would be the actual care person. So the letter wasn't like binding in any way whatsoever. But that doctor basically, I was like, yeah, we're gonna do all these things. This is like serious fucking shit. But I guess, I don't know. Like, there was a couple of doctors they were seeing, and I think one of them, the one who was like, yeah, no, we're definitely going to do all these things, either wasn't the head of the department or I don't know what it was, but some other dude somewhere was like, what? No, that's crazy. We're not going to do that. And so a week later, after being at the hospital, basically the last couple of days, have been doing these things that were in the original note that the original doctor thought, the original doctor we saw, and the original emergency doctor we saw, thought like, yeah, these would be good ideas to do. And some fuckhead up the chain like vetoed that shit, which is really upset. I mean, it wasn't, it didn't really lead to her being sort of any sicker or iller over the last week, but it is leading her to being sort of probably in the hospital an extra couple of days than we'd want, because it's not so much that she needs to be in the hospital to not become critically ill, as much as now she's in the hospital while they run these tests and do more observations that really they could have run earlier on in the process, and almost certainly she could have been home by now. But I don't know. We don't know. The doctors are being very cautious. She was very sick, but things are definitely looking up. And mostly, at this point, we figure that the best thing for her will be to be at home, where she can probably get more rest and get better food. If you do follow us on Twitter, either me or Essentia, or A Kiss for Luck. Essentia's phone has actually been broken since our trip overseas, and so she's been using A Kiss for Luck's phone, and mostly using her Twitter as well. And you have to distract yourself, whenever things are happening. So you talk about trivial stuff and things like that. So it's a lot of, posting about hospital food and, these things that don't really matter, but you do it as a way to distract yourself. But there is something to be said about once we're at home, we can probably, spend more time and effort making better food and like actually getting some goddamn fucking vegetables. It's astounding to me that like if you went to the doctor and the doctor asked you, I think I said this in my last video, I don't remember. If the doctor asked you, hey, what do you eat on a regular day? And you told them that you ate this stuff that they serve you at the hospital, he'd be like, what the fuck? Like, why are you only eating, like, flour, basically? Because it's all, it's all toast and well, they do offer like a peanut butter sandwich in every single meal, or some pasta or something like that. Like, it's all beige food. Like, where are the vegetables? You know, your doctor's always going to be telling you, eat some leafy greens and these things. Get some color on your plate. And the plates just feel like they're always beige. And so it's a fun thing for us to complain about. But honestly, we're excited about getting her home so that we can feed her, you know, vegetables. Shocking as that is, which will probably help to make her feel better. At this point, I think, you know, the best thing will be to just be able to be in an environment where she's getting rest, where she's not, you know, there's not a bunch of traffic going on outside of her room and everything, and all that. So we're looking forward to that. I think she is tired and bored being at the hospital, because hospitals are not fun places to be. She wants her television and Netflix back. Like, what a nice way to rest and recuperate. You know, sit on the couch and watch some Netflix. I think that's going to be something that she's going to enjoy very much when she gets home. I don't know if she's going to be home tomorrow. It might only be on Wednesday. Although, speaking of Wednesday, there will be a live stream on Wednesday. I mean, unless something catastrophic happens. There will be a live stream on Wednesday, because worst case scenario, even if Essentia is still at the hospital, her mother's going to be with her. So on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, as always, there will be a Civilization 5 stream. But that won't be the only stream on Wednesday. In fact, I will be streaming the new Master of Orion game. The new Master of Orion game that's being developed by, like, wargaming.net or whatever, that company that makes, like, a lot of the, I don't know, free-to-play wargaming kind of wargaming's right in the fucking name. I don't know, they've got, like, an airplane game and a tank game and whatever. I don't know how these guys ended up with the Master of Orion license, but they have it. And apparently they're doing something that is supposed to be very in line with sort of Master Orion 1 and 2, and nothing in common with Master Orion 3, which goddamn doesn't exist. There was never a Master of Orion 3, no matter what you tell me. It's not a real game. But I have a thing for it, and I can announce it. I can announce that there's going to be a stream and there's going to be some content on the YouTube as on the 24th, which is Wednesday. But I can't show anything before then, but I have it. I haven't actually loaded up yet, so we will definitely be showing off that content, and it's going to be on the day or around the day when they might be going into sort of like a public beta for their early access or some damn thing like that. I'm not exactly sure about the details. I haven't looked at the game. I have no idea what it's like. No details whatsoever at this point. But Wednesday there will be a live stream. I don't know exactly what time it's going to start yet. So most likely it'll start earlier in the day or earlier in the morning. 10, 11, 12, something like that, Eastern time on the 24th. We're going to play it until 2. Then I will do the Civ 5 stream, because a lot of people have come to count on that very specified time. We'll stream Civ 5, then maybe we'll go back to Master of Orion at that point. We'll see about energy levels and different things like that. There'll be another sort of formal announcement. Probably tomorrow I'll make a video for it or something like that. But yeah, so I just wanted to keep you guys up to date. You people are being extraordinarily patient and extraordinarily supportive. And again, doubly so to the people who follow youtube.com/Quill18creates, where I have promised these videos that are going to come out on average 2 videos a week. And now we are, well, officially right now I'm behind by 1 video, but tomorrow Tuesday will definitely not be another video there, so we'll very soon be at least 2 videos behind. And honestly, I don't know what the Thursday thing will look like, but hopefully Essentia will be back no later than Wednesday. I'm crossing my fingers that she actually does come home tomorrow on Tuesday, but hopefully that will mean that I'll be able to start producing content again on Thursday, because Wednesday will mostly be dedicated to that live stream for the Master of Orion plus the Civ 5, but hopefully I'll start producing recorded content again on Thursday, and one of my top priorities will be to restart the programming thing, depending on technical things like when I record, when I can do the editing, how long editing takes. It may or may not come out on Thursday. It might be, a day or even another 2 days past that. But very soon we'll be restarting our regular content. But as I said in our Saturday stream, we did do a Saturday live stream where we played RimWorld, which was very fun in there. Thank you everyone who, has supported the channel over the years and made it so that it was possible for me to take effectively a week off of work to spend every day at the hospital with my wife, by her bedside. There's a lot of jobs where that really wouldn't have been an option. Um, and so thank you for letting me do that. That really made a huge difference over the past week, for me and for my wife. Trying to distract her as much as possible and be entertaining and you know play trivia games with her, and we brought some card games and board gamey type stuff, and just chit chat, and also just having another person in the room when the doctor is talking to you, because they talk so fast and there's so much technical stuff, and you remember, like, there were questions we wanted to ask, but you remember it in the spot. While having another person there really makes a big difference, and yeah, so thank you for giving that to me, guys. I'll see you next time, folks. Bye bye.